So I'm here in Austin. We're getting ready for the best bartender in Austin. It's a tournament where we go to city, have a speed element. We've added a craft component to it. But I have two gentlemen with me here who moved to Texas 2 years ago, signed up for the competition. They've been involved since day one. They've been doing some great things out here. I know they're transitioning into event curation, started off as bartenders, and you know, as bartender to CEO, I appreciate bartender entrepreneurs. You guys, what has been the biggest challenge right now in getting these events off the ground?
I think the biggest challenge is, honestly, every challenge that we hit, we overcome. So I think just the biggest thing for us is movement between seasons right now. And we became mostly known for throwing holiday parties, and now we're also transitioning into wellness events over the summer. We value both the nightlife and keeping yourself healthy and well, and so having two different markets that we're grabbing the attention and kind of blending that space together is the obstacle at the moment. But other than that will be overcome in the next few months, and we'll be doing good, I guess.
Jonah, I know you were a guy that has slowed down on volume drinking, and so I know with these wellness events, this could still give you that recreational outlet. How has that inspired you to kind of go into this wellness field?
It's been amazing. I love bartending. Working at ABBA, I get the restaurant feel. Doing our holiday events, I get to bartend and get that club feel, that aspect of being able to free pour, flair, and just have fun. And yeah, I stopped drinking. I'm 113 days right now.
Oh, you're clean now. It's not even back and forth anymore. That's what's up. Congrats.
I would go in spans of drinking, of not drinking, and for a month, and then I'd go out for a night, and then I'd go another month or two. But it's been over 3 months. And so for me, having these wellness activations were super important to me, and that's kind of where these stemmed from. And we'd been wanting to put together a coffee pop-up for the longest time, and then they started popping up around Austin, and we were like, oh, we really got to get on this. And
we should have did this months ago.
Yeah. We started a little bit different, but we've come in. We did a very successful one at Ani's Day and Night off Riverside, and we're going to be hosting another one here at Cabana Club on August 9th. And for me, it just feels really good to be able to be sober, but still be a part of this community, still be involved with the service industry, but also be able to do what more has been aligning with me lately.
And honestly, people in the community need this as a tool just as much as I know serving you is allowing people to also find access to that space easier. Because back in the day, you had to really hunt and find a community of people who, you know what, I'm not trying to be on the sauce, but I'm trying to be outside. And I know when I first met you, Dave and Buster's, you was out here in the city, you was trying to find the best places to work at. Now you've had a chance to work at them. How beneficial has it been being at these guest bartender spots and also building up your network?
It's been great because with Boys in Austin, I think no matter if it's this wellness event or if it's late night activations, that the mission statement's still the same and it's community based. And that we're here for a cause and we're here to blend the community together. So no matter what type of event we are throwing or we're bringing to the table, it's always bringing the best of people, the best of time out. And me being at all these different venue spaces has just let me kind of collect a mass group of people. I can hit up guest house people, I can hit up all the NoCo people I used to work with, I can hit up even Dave and Buster's people, which have shown up from time to time. And being here for 2 years and being as well versed and being able to just position myself in good positions and never burn a bridge has been probably the overcoming task for me, because usually when I leave a spot I want to burn everything to the ground, but since I've been in Austin I haven't had to do anything like that, or I don't do anything like that, and it's created a community to where I just see so many great happy faces of people that I've worked with in the past or regulars I've met at bars, and people, and they just still support the message and everything that Boys in Austin stands for, which is community. And it's cool to see that all these different blends and walks of life come through for events that we throw, being exactly what we want, being community.
I know when you guys were getting ready for the first event that I saw you guys preparing for was a Halloween back in 2024, and you guys we just got a few people coming on Wednesday. We're gonna bartend, DJ, and get content. So what
any content?
So what has transitioned now? What is now transitioned now? Because I know last night we were talking. He's like, no, we're trying to remove ourselves from the bar and be out and actually play host. Like, go ahead and touch on what has been that epiphany to make you start realizing, like, okay, I got to stop making drinks.
That event was an epiphany
Yeah,
on its own.
so true.
We were like, yeah, like we'll have our people come through and it'll be a good time. And then there was 3 of us behind the bar, 4 people deep all night. The entire place has probably never been that busy. And just.
I mean, it's proven that it's never been that busy because we set an all-time sales record of like 4.8K or something like that day on a Wednesday, which actually overshadowed every Saturday they ever had.
It's not a big space either.
It wasn't a big space.
Yeah,
and it's currently not available anymore. But it did help us pump up everything that we were like looking for and doing.
And that was definitely the epiphany to be like, okay, we need to take certain roles a little bit more specific.
Yeah.
And we can't do everything. We're going to be behind the bar, and that's what we're going to do.
Things that needed to change that we learned, like on a bartending standpoint, was cocktail curation, batching cocktails prior, and not including liquor with the cocktails, so you didn't have to waste any batching products.
That was huge.
Me batching for what was it, the Christmas party. I don't think we would have survived if I didn't batch all the stuff beforehand. Something that we also learned is we need to print out our menus way beforehand because we always do it every single time.
That day.
And it's mostly my fault that I just get them all the ingredient list to to Jonah the last minute, and we're struggling to run around and print out flyers.
UPS is closed for some reason,
Yeah.
or like whoever.
Some random day,
some
holiday.
Yeah, it's something random. Nailing out our SOPs in the terms of putting vendors in places. Luckily, we've had a really good relationship with all of our vendors, so now it's not so much of a structure. It's kind of like, where do you want to be? And this is the space I have available, you know? Coming from behind the bar, like structure of money and stuff has changed, but I think it's helped saturate our community and like actually being able to hang out with us and to host an event but still be able to talk and enjoy your time with the people that you actually are bringing there instead of just this 5-second transactional interaction. Because they came, like regulars at bars coming to see me to have this conversation, but I'm not able to have a conversation because I'm 4 people deep, you know?
Yeah.
And honestly, that's what I've been really noticing about the industry now too, is because of social media allowing us to connect with our customers at scale. You know, 2010, you only can see your regulars when you came in. You can invite them to a party. Hopefully they remember it. Maybe they saw a graphic. But social media has become so efficient for us connecting people that now you guys are able to curate these experiences, regardless of what real estate you're in. But now you guys are teaching yourself bar manager roles just strictly out of survival versus taking the bar manager promotion. Yeah. What's the deal with that? Why don't you guys just be promoted somewhere and just become bar managers? Why are you guys learning the hard way?
I mean, who wants to be a bar manager? We basically are promoting. I mean, that's what.
Mostly what our
you're talking about operations. You're talking about batching. You're talking about all these other things,
But then we also handle all the media and everything with that, and
he does all the flyers,
and then all the communication when we are out and talking to people that way, and be like, oh yeah, thank you so much for coming out here. Like we love them so much. We're gonna be hosting an event with them in 2 weeks. That kind of thing, and kind of curating that on its own. It's weird when it's like someone knows you're like a promoter. It's another thing when they're like, oh, like I see you guys around like on Instagram, or I've seen you out, and I keep seeing you guys. Like, what's this all about? And you get to know them on a different level. And I think that relationship is much more beneficial than just locking ourselves into a specific role. It's like this is who we are, this is what we do, and we'd love you to be a part of it. Come along.
As well as there's no inherent there's no cap. Like if you promote for Greenlight or even Cabana Club, or you have events and these ideas, you can do things with it, yes, but there's no, in terms of places we can go and do, our cap isn't limited to just these spaces. Our cap of the ability to make money or go further and surpass what you're able to do. Like, hey, I'm a promoter, I'm gonna make $200 today because I'm promoting, I'm gonna be there all day, versus throwing an event for a few hours, something that we completely get to take over, completely control, everything from DJs to vibe to decorations to vendors, everything. We get control of that. It's just about the venue space and how well you communicate with them, because the venue space kind of controls the promoter versus content curators and creators like me and Jonah and Jacob all have a different approach, and there's no skill cap to it, in my opinion.
Honestly, I think the operator of the venue is one of the most underestimated pieces in value in an event, how much they're willing to go out of their way to help out, how much they're willing to contribute in promotion. Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, they should be popular. They should be able to bring a few people too. And I always say that if everybody in the venue could bring 10 to 15 people, we could have a party. Yeah. But you guys out here in Austin, and I know a lot of people in other cities, they are always looking at other markets and trying to see if they can break into that market, and they're trying to learn about it. And I know you guys have relatively new here, only been here 2 years. You guys are getting things done, so you have found some secret sauce. Can you kind of give me a description on like the Austin community in regards to their event attendance, what they like, how do you market to them? What are some things you guys have seen?
I mean, we've been here for 2 years, but the reality is Boys in Austin didn't start until October. And so we've been doing this for just, I think it was 9 months is about where we're at. We're about the span of a pregnancy right now, and it's going pretty good. I think we're about to give birth to something miraculous. So that's where I think we are.
That was so good.
When it comes to like how Austin is, I mean, in some of our first interviews with you, we talked about how it's way different than Florida. Like, like the attendance and the way people party and the way people show up and go out. And I think the thing about Austin is that even though Fort Lauderdale people might be more volume-wise showing out in a way, transitionally here, even if it's less people, it's more meaningful typically. And my point is there's more community. And with that, I think that's what we've learned to access was, hey, like we like to do these things. We like to curate stuff. We like to create the content. Let's do it for this stuff or for this goal. And then let's put on for something important. Let's put on for some kind of cause. And that's what we do. And I think people love that because there's not enough of it. And why is there not more? Why is there not more of that? So I think that's something we've kind of tapped into is...
I would give that, like, I agree with that entirely. And Austin's like full of sponges willing to like receive that energy. But that's just something like when we met in Florida, that's just kind of both who we are as people. None of this was ever about money or trying to get famous or trying to get big or anything like that. This was all passion projects. These were all things that, oh, I like to flare, you like to flare, oh, you like to host parties, I like to host parties, type of thing. It was never something seeking more than what we are literally saying right now, and it's the fact that I like to do this. This is what I like to do, this is how it comes. I get depressed if I don't do these type of things. I get sad if I don't let the creative outlet come out, or I can't problem solve on the fly when we have to figure out how to get flyers printed in the last
chaos. You're addicted to chaos.
We love the chaos. I love the chaos.
Well, unfortunately, you guys do make money doing this stuff, and things could be bigger sometimes if you aren't worried about building somebody else's business, sometimes when it comes to bartending and things like that. So that means you guys have to have a vision, because obviously you want to make this more impactful, yes, bigger scale. What is the 5-year plan? What is the 5-year goals?
We're gonna run ACL.
I really, really like have something inside me that just like wants to throw ACL style events. I want this to get to a point, whether it come under a different brand name or whatever, however it might be. I think me and Jonah and Jacob are fully capable of planning and expanding out to a point to where we are able to take over Zilker Park and throw massive events and bring in tons of different local artists, vendors, DJs, and just showcase what Austin's really made about. And then, yeah, we can bring in all the people, famous people from different places, but still giving the same space to both.
I mean, you got all the artists that you need in Austin. Like, you don't have to bring anybody else in. It's like there's somebody talented in the city that can do what you need to get done.
1,010%. And it's about just staying outside enough to actually even shake hands with those people. And also staying
that's easy.
Not getting socially anxious to do it.
Yeah, that's easy for you too.
Not getting drunk to do it too, though. It's hard.
Well, you got the yin and the yang. Jonah, he'll make sure you get home. Sometimes you gotta put your body on the line.
Yeah.
But boys in Austin,
you try both.
Follow me on Instagram. If you're in Austin, you guys are doing at least events weekly now, right?
We're getting there. We're at least 2 a month at this point.
Yeah.
So our goal
bare
is
minimum 2 a month
to be weekly.
So of course the holiday seasons too. So look out for big holidays.
Yeah,
Halloween's coming up. Boys in Austin, stick around that one. Just like last year, gonna be a banger.
Halloween, I'm so excited for.
Peace.